The fact that I can feel so beautiful with my own texture, nothing can beat that, to be honest. So. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another day in my hair regimen. Today I'll be doing a protective style which involves mini twist. We know that mini twist is such a great style, especially for length retention, and I know that many of us could attest to that. So today I will be showing you guys how I do Fulani Mini Twist. Fulani Mini Twist is such an amazing style. One, you get to incorporate mini twist, but yet cut the time of doing mini twist in half, literally. Another great thing about the Fulani hairstyle is the design that goes into it as well. You can be versatile with the design and styling. So today I'll be taking you through the whole entire process. Now, to achieve this look, HOTBRAIDS was so kind enough to send me their bulk human hair to make this style happen. I'm going to take you guys through how I install the mini twist, what braiding pattern I use for the back. I'm going to talk about how I feed in this bulk hair. I'm going to talk about how I flat twist and feed in the flat twist. I'm going to show you guys how I design the front, and I'm going to get into how to choose the best texture for you. I'm so excited for this video. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I was actually planning on re-moisturizing my hair before I install my Fulani Mini Twist, but my hair feels so good. So I'm just going to go ahead and start styling. My hair is already kind of divided into two, but I'm going to go in with my rat tail comb that HOTBRAIDS sent me. Thank you guys. This is all the tools that I need to install this style, so I appreciate that. So when it comes to the Fulani style, in the front is where all the design, you could do flat twist or cornrow, but in the back is where the mini twists are gonna be. So I'm gonna go ahead and split my hair into two. Just so I don't lose any of my moisture in my hair, I'm gonna refresh it and twist my hair back up. I decided to work on the back first and work in sections. I also don't feel the need to blow dry or stretch my hair any more than it already is. For my mini twist, I will be parting my hair in the freehand parting design. So because I am parting in this design, it makes it really easy to prioritize the health of my hair while protective styling. I hydrate my hair and detangle each section and twist it away. I prefer to prep my hair in this way and twist in sections because I find that my hair stays moisturized throughout the entire process of me installing the style. I needed this. So the type of texture that I got was 4B and 4C texture, Tight Afro Kinky Coily hair. The length of the hair that I got was 20 inches and it is 5 packs in the color natural black. Yes. Hold on. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm gonna show you guys the hair in a second. They gave me a couple goodies. Ooh, this is a scarf. It complements my skin very well, so thank you. Okay, let me move on. Oh, a tote bag. Yes. Okay, so I was looking at the order list and I'm like, I just ordered one thing. A lot of other textures were listed on my order. I'm like, a little bit confused, but now I get it. Now I get it. So they sent me other textures for my girls who do not have the same texture as me. For each of these samples that I'm about to show you, this will help you choose which hair texture best matches your hair, just so you can have a seamless blend, effortless blend, like this is my natural hair. The one reason why I really love bulk human hair in general is that, one, it gives me a very natural look, but then two, let's say for my girls who have finer hair or their hair density is not as much, you can use these bulk hair to fill it up, to make it full. What I have here is the 3 and 4 type category, okay? So 3A, 3B, 3B, 3C, 3C, 4A, 4A, 4B, 4B, 4C. And as you guessed it, y'all know me, 4B, 4C. So that's what this is here. I'm gonna take my time to do this for all my textured girls out there who is looking to do mini twist and you want to try human bulk hair. You can try this hair and see if it works for you. All right, so this is what 3A, 3B hair looks like. This curl pattern is a loose S curl. The texture is soft and smooth with a moderate volume level. This texture is ideal if you want a defined curl. But if you have type 4 Afro kinky hair, the reason to avoid this texture is because the tight coils of Afro kinky hair are usually far too different from 3A, 3B curls. Next up is 3B, 3C. This curl pattern has more of a defined S curl. This texture is also soft and smooth and creates a twist with distinct, well-defined curls. But this curl pattern may not provide as much volume as kinkier options. And if you have type 4 Afro kinky hair, I would also avoid this texture because it may be difficult to blend without a lot of manipulation. Next up is 3C, 4A. This hair consists of tight coils and defined S curls and has a good balance of texture and volume. If your natural hair has mostly 4A, this texture can be good if you want really full twists. One thing to know is that as these textures become more kinky and coily, the more the texture can be prone to frizz, so proper moisturizing is key. And if you have 3A, 3B, or even 4B, 4C, I would not recommend this texture for you because the texture may be too loose or too tight. Now we're getting into the type 4s. We did a little bit in that last category, but this category we fully 4A and 4B. Let's get into it. This texture has tight coils and kinks and achieves a good level of natural looking volume and fullness. Afro kinky texture tends to be more drier and requires more moisturizing to prevent breakage and frizz. As we know, tighter textures can be more prone to tangles, which require careful handling and detangling techniques. If your natural hair is in the type 3 category, this texture may not blend for you. And for today's video, this is the hair type that I'm using for myself. This is the 4B, 4C. Give me the kinks, give me the kinks. This texture closely mimics the dense, tightly coiled kinks and Z-shaped and sometimes wiry texture strands characteristics of 4B and 4C hair. This texture achieves a full, voluminous twist. This texture requires significant moisturizing and careful handling to prevent breakage and tangling. We all know with 4B and 4C hair, we can experience significant shrinkage, which can make your twist appear shorter than expected, but you can incorporate stretching techniques if you prefer. If your natural hair is 4A, 4B, this texture may be slightly easier to manage and will be a good choice if you want more volume and less frizz. By prioritizing texture matching, you'll create the twist style that looks beautifully natural and cohesive. Now, one thing I also want us to know is this video is more of me installing a protective style in, and texture is important if you want to do extensions and stuff like that so your hair can blend seamlessly. But I do want to make a note that when it comes to your hair care, porosity is key to the health of the hair, okay? And texture is just the beautiful design that God has made your hair to be. So yes, I want to know which category you fall into. Let me know in the comments down below. I am very interested to see what Hot Braids have to offer for their own bulk hair. So let's see. This is how it looks. I have 5 packs here. Let me take one out. Okay. It's lightweight, it's not heavy. That's one thing I really love about bulk hair versus synthetic. With synthetic, you can feel the weight, but with bulk hair, it's very light. My hair is a little bit darker than this. I do feel like there's brown in there, which I like, but I feel like we'll get a good, like, it's still dark though, you know, it's still dark. So I feel like it'll blend pretty well with mine. So I'm just gonna open it where it naturally just wants to open. So now I'm just gonna separate. So far with me separating and detangling and arranging my pieces out, what I've noticed with this hair is that it's very soft and that is very full, and it feels a lot like my natural hair. So how I like to separate and section out this bulk hair is by fluffing and stretching the hair one end at a time, pulling out the excess loose hair and placing it in the center of the section. I make sure to lay the hair in the same way that it came so that the cuticles of the human bulk hair are laying in the same direction. This is very important because if I were to not lay the hair exactly in the same direction that it came in, I will experience unnecessary frizz and tangling. As I flip the hair, my technique is the same. Fluff, pull the excess hair out, and place it evenly in the center. This sectioning doesn't really have to be too perfect because I know that as I start installing the bulk hair and twisting, I will still fluff and recenter the hair as I go. Okay, I am done separating and detangling this hair. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start twisting. The twisting method that I'm going to be using is my freehand parting. If you want to know more about freehand parting in detail, you can check out my previous videos. I will link it up above for you as well as in the description box. But that is the parting design that I'll be doing today. It saves me a lot of time, so I really love that parting. And it also makes the twist look very full. There's no gaps. I love it. So that's what we're doing today. And how I'm going to be doing it is going section by section. As y'all saw in the back, I gave myself 7 twists, and I'm just going to do it with each twist. I'm just going to use my fingers to map out how much space I want and go from there. And then I have my braiding thing so my gel does not get greasy and oily and old. All right, so after doing a couple, I feel like I found my groove, and I want to show you guys what I do to install Hot Braids bulk human hair. What I like to do is to first get a little bit of that product, the braiding gel, and of course get my whole section, and then use my fingers to part. And it seems as if this bottom piece right here is gonna be the winning piece for this part. So I'm just gonna use my fingernail to part out that section. So now that I have my section all parted out, I'm gonna put a bit more of that braiding gel on my roots and kind of twist it so it'll look like that. I get my section of bulk hair, pull from each side and put it back in the middle just so I'm sure that she's even. It looks like this side doesn't really need much. Then make sure that it's even before I apply the hair to my head. And then y'all know me, I like to start off with the braid. So I put the bulk hair right on top of that section. Then grab the other side of the bulk hair, pull it really close to my root, and then braid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to where my hair is in the center. And I always like to check my roots to make sure that the bulk hair is really close to my roots. And once my hair is in the middle, I like to divide it into two, so each side can get a little piece of my hair. Then begin twisting. Okay, so once I get to a point where I'm getting close to the end, I like to put just a little bit of this product. Little, like tiny. This product kind of dries up pretty quickly, but a way that I kind of made the product kind of last and to expand the product to make it more, I use some water, spritz the end, and then twist. Continue to twist all the way down. And one thing about this mousse, one thing I don't like about this mousse is if you use too much of it, your hair becomes sticky. And I don't like that. So I like to use a little bit of product, more water, and twist all the way down. Mind you, I'm still gonna trim the ends when I finish everything. But this is what we look like. See, it looks really good. Oh, how cute, how cute. And it's a perfect length, sitting right at my armpit here. See? Okay, let's keep going. I cannot wait to show you guys how the back looks. Okay, let me just take it down so y'all can see. It is so full and soft. It is like, my biggest thing right now is the fullness. That's my biggest thing. This is 3 packs of hair so far. And I still have a little bit left for my 3rd one. I just love how full it is. And it just looks so natural. The ends look very natural, even though I do want to trim the ends at the end, because look, when I run my fingers through it, I want to be able to fully run my fingers through it, right? So it can fall and move the way that I want to. But this is quality bulk hair. I'm gonna definitely reuse this hair. As soon as this comes out, I'm gonna show y'all everything, how I wash the hair, how I restyle it. I really want to see what this hair can do, because this hair, this is quality bulk hair. I like this a lot. All right, so now the top, we're gonna flat twist. And I'm gonna take y'all through it. And I'm actually gonna put the back away. I just wanted to quickly show y'all my progress. Like, I love this. I love this. Hot braids. I applaud y'all's work because this is really nice. Even my ponytail is giving thick. Look, look. You know, ooh, feels good. I'm gonna divide this whole front section into 4. Should I divide it into 4? The reason why I'm asking myself this is because I'm looking at my hairline, and my hairline is telling me that I should divide it into 3. So I'm gonna follow that, because I wanna divide it here, and then also where it comes forward, I wanna keep that its own section too. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna part it up a little bit. I kind of want this to give me like a natural lift, like facelift. So I'm gonna keep my design for this Fulani Mini Twist style pretty simple, but I am gonna add like a little uniqueness towards the end when we get to the top. So I'm gonna add hair while I feed in so that the color could be the same. It's been a while since I've actually shown you guys how I feed in with flat twist, so I guess this is an update. Now let me show you how I do my Fulani flat twist design. For my first section, I ended up twisting 2 flat twists. And to prep my sections, I apply braiding gel to the perimeter of the whole section. Then I began parting out my section for my flat twist. I like to apply more braiding gel to make my parts clean. Then I like to part out my starter piece, but before that, I make sure to take out my edges so that my twist doesn't pull too tightly to where it is pulling on my edges. I begin twisting my starter piece into a 2-strand twist, then pick up hair as I twist back. I grab hair from the bottom and move it to the top while simultaneously slicing my index through the row, gathering and separating the bottom piece to be twisted up and become the top piece. I like to keep a consistent amount of pressure to my scalp while I'm flat twisting to get the twist really close to my scalp. A flat twist is created with this motion being done over and over. To feed into a flat twist, I add a small section of bulk hair from the front and apply a bit of pressure, almost acting as if the bulk hair is growing directly from my scalp. Then I continue the motion of grabbing hair from the bottom piece and moving it to the top while slicing my index finger through the row, gathering and separating the bottom piece to be twisted up. Once I get to a point where my flat twist becomes a 2-strand twist, I like to add more bulk hair to give me the length that I want for my twist. So I'll just feed in like I would a regular 2-strand twist. Now for the last section on this side, this is where I will be changing it up a bit with the design. For this section, I will have 3 flat twists, but for the flat twist closest to my middle part, I will be doing a 2-strand twist at the tip of the last flat twist. When that is done, I'll go ahead and finish up this side with my last flat twist. Okay, so now that one side is done and y'all, it's just perfect. I'm not even done yet and I feel so beautiful. I just love feeling this way and also being able to embrace my own texture at the same time. I went ahead and sectioned out my flat twist for this side. That is one tip that I would give everybody. Parting everything first, or at least if you get one side down, parting the rest all in one go saves a lot. I wanna show you guys something real quick. The way that I showed you guys in the beginning by twisting with just one attachment, what I noticed, the bottom will have more length than the top, right? At some point I was like, I don't know if I really like the layered look. I kind of want everything to be weighted at the same length. You know what I mean? Like I did on this side. This side, I fed in more hair when I got to the middle. On the bottom, I did not feed in hair. In the middle, I did feed in hair because I wanted everything to kind of, all the weight to sit at one length. Right now, there's like 2 different looks on each side. If you want a layered look, do not feed in. If you want a blunt bob cut, everything weighted at the same length, then you want to feed in on the top, not at the back. Now with the design part, with the flat twisting part, if it's braids, you don't have to worry about this. But flat twists, the direction on which you're twisting, it also contributes to your end look. You could twist in one direction all the way through, but for me, if I'm on my right side, I like to twist bottom up away from my face, kind of like lifting up. Same with this side, from bottom to top, but it is different directions. braids. And how I feed in is also a little bit different. So I always like to start off small, so there's no big bulge in my flat twist. I'm just lightly finger detangle with my fingers and then get my starter piece. Then first start with 2-strand twist. And the motion that I would give this is I'm pulling like my hair that's on the top down. And I'm still using my same index to kind of slice and separate the flat twist. Now, once I get to a point where I want to add hair, I'm gonna add it from the back in. So let me go ahead and make like a small loop. And then I'm just gonna put it on top of my finger just like I did on the other side. But instead of from front, it's gonna be from the back. Now, once I make it to my root, this section is way too big. I'm just separating it and adding that to the twist. What I notice about this hair and many hair that I've used before is that they are designed a certain way to be twisted a certain way to get a specific coil or curl or twist look, right? Let me put this aside and show you guys what I'm talking about. This is how the twist looks when it's twisted in the opposite direction of what is designed, and this is how the hair looks when it's twisted in the direction that is designed to be twisted in. For me, I twist it in the opposite direction, which is totally fine. I know some of us, I even love that look too. So just also keep that in mind whenever you are thinking about what look you are going for your mini twist. Y'all, I am done. Oh, wow. I love that it's light and that it's full. I can feel the fullness. I really like this hair a lot, to the point where I really want to see how this hair ages. I want to reuse it. I want to wash my hair with it. I just want to see what it can do. No one can tell me that this is not my hair. It blends so well. Let me get some scissors so I can trim the ends with you guys. So I'm gonna cut it in layers. I love the little close at the end. It's like perfect. Next row. Make sure my head is straight. Now this side. Gotta go. Ooh, look at that. Yay, I'm done. Y'all see that? But with the way that I did the parting, you can't even, what parts? We're not worried about the parts. We're not. Everything is full. The Fulani hairstyle with human hair extensions, mini twist. I mean, I feel like myself, I feel like me. 1.5 bulks of hair left will be put to use when I want to do full mini twist. First of all, I want to thank you guys for making it this far into today's video. I want to thank HOTBRAIDS for sending me their human bulk hair, because thank you, like, wow. I really want you guys to stay tuned for the upcoming videos on how I take care of this hair. Y'all know we're on this hair regimen series. Y'all are coming with me on how I take care of this hair, and I also want to reuse this hair as well, so stick around and stay tuned and turn on your post notifications so you're notified every time I post, and I do not want you guys to miss. I don't want y'all to miss. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye.